Hi guys, it's Jairus here. So if you remember in the last video, we're going to build this one. We're going to build the Aurora Jaguar Hellcat, a Jaguar XK120, which is with a big wing on the back, which is the customizing bits, plus a few bits and bobs like the chrome parts and things. So that's what we're going to build. This is the actual Jag, the body of it. Anyway, I've cleaned it up and just put a little bit of primer on. And this is the base, all looking good, looking good, looking good. And amazingly, I always have trouble getting the base onto cars because you always have to squeeze the body and all that. But with these, you just plonk it on like that and it's in. I like that. That's one thing I like from this kit. The kit itself dates from 1961, so a long time ago. This is the actual wingy bit, the customizing part that goes on the back. Has a window at the back which we're going to have to fill because it doesn't come with any clear parts or anything of that sort. So that goes on the back like that, so I believe. Whoa, but there's nothing, there's no holes to or notches to put this onto. You just have to super glue it on the best way you can, I think. Like, well, I don't know, like that? What's that look like? Maybe. Decals, the decals they've given us are these things, which are just a little bit yellow. I think I'd need to, oh god, look at that. I think I'd need to leave them in the window to bleach for 2 or 3 years, so they're no good, which is a shame because it's got these rather nifty Jaguar emblem ones on there. So I had to go into my stash of spare decals and we got these ones. So we got the big 12s, which is going to be the race number, and plus I've got all those which should fit. I think the total ones are a little bit too big because this is a 1/32 scale, but the other ones should be okay. We'll just spread them out a bit. The other bits we're going to do, let's see, we've got the seats and things of that sort. Anyway, this is just a start bit. The next thing I do, I want to spend some time on the body itself and on this thing. Anyway, the next thing you're going to see is this thing painted up. Also, we're going to do some hand painting of the parts, the small parts here, like the dash, the pedals, things of that sort. So a little bit of hand painting, and also we may do the where is it, the hub caps and things of that sort. So what we're doing at the moment, I'm just painting a few things. So now let's just zoom right in. And then some of the seats and things, so brown leather and all that sort of thing. We've got the dash, pedals, all sort of getting a dose. So we've got a sponge, as you can see, and we're going to dab some paint. I made some paint up here which looks pretty much the same as the paint I've got on here, which is a bit annoying. But never mind, that's the way it goes. So we're going to dab some paint on here just to make it look a little bit leathery. And first I'm gonna I've made far too much of this paint, by the way. Mixed far too much. So go dab. Can you see dab? Ish. And then all we're going to do, I don't know how this is gonna. I don't think this is. It's okay, but I don't know. I wanted it a lighter colour, and that's just not really doing anything. So what we might have to do, I'm going to use a little bit this, what's it called, dark green, just a smidge. I've mixed it up, just going to put a smidge in there. Boop. Use that instead. Don't know how it'll look, but we'll just spread it around a bit. Dib. Ish. And then we're gonna, I don't know how good this is gonna turn out, but we'll put some of this on there as well. Like that. And don't wanna. Ooh, let's try that one. Yeah, that's better. And around the edges. Yes, this is interesting. So interesting. I'm so glad I saw this. Okay, so that's a bit done. Let me show you the actual model, which I've put the first coat of paint on. I decided I wanted to use a light blue, but unfortunately I didn't have one. Not in gloss anyway. So I've actually used a yellow instead, but this is what it sort of looks like at the Mo. So hopefully I haven't got... Oh, never mind. Let's try this. Woo! There she is. So as you can see, that's how it'll look when it's done. Quite like the wheels though. They're quite cool, aren't they? Bits and pieces that we need to go on. So in here there's the window frame, which I need to put some glass in, and there's a couple of bumpers and the exhaust and headlights. So just a few bits and bobs to go on. Not a lot really. It's a pretty simple kit. So let's move on, shall we? Yeah, so we're back. You missed the decaling, putting the decals onto the thing, because I think I would have been thrown off YouTube for swearing too much. Decals have never been my thing. Strange enough, these actually went on pretty well. Now, if you remember, I've got a decal sheet inside here, down here somewhere. Here we go. This is the original decal sheet from 1961. This kit was made, so almost 60-year-old decals, but just far too old. So what we did, like me and, well, actually me and the cat. Hey, Mitski. Yeah, what we did, we had a look in our little drawers over there, and I've got a small collection of decals I haven't used, and we just used a few of those. There's still a few left here, as you can see, and we just used a few of those. Whoops. Essentially, we just put them on and hope for the best, and they went on relatively, some, because some were older than some others, so some went on really well and some didn't. Just one of those things, I suppose. And we got this weird thing that goes onto the top. So what we did, when I got this kit, there was no clear parts at all, and so I actually put, if you look there, I put the clear part on the back there. And what I use for that, if I can find it down here somewhere, here we go. I just use some packaging. This is just packaging for something. I don't know what it was, but just use that. Cut it out. Use some canopy glue, which was a total mess, so I had to do it all over again. I really don't like that stuff. So I actually used some Pritt stick, stuck it down, and then I used some of this tape just to keep it there and help out with the drying and things. So hopefully that'll work out really well. Yep. As he drops the fruit. Okay, other parts we're going to use. Oh, let me show you the windshield. The windshield didn't have any clear parts either, so again I used the plastic. And I don't know if you can get the light right. That's better. You can see there we put some, and essentially just that stuff which I stuck on there. Unfortunately, I did get some glue on the. That's the trouble with these bloody. I'm wearing gloves simply because I didn't want to put fingerprints all over that nice paint job. But as you can see, there it looks okay. I try to get some alcohol and take off some of them, and I didn't really want to do it all over again because it was quite fiddly. I actually managed to find some decals which are Jaguar ones, as you can see. See that one? And also at the back of here, on the, I call this a spoiler. I don't know if it's really a spoiler, but you can see there's a Jaguar decal on there as well. Internally, I'll put the seats in. They're all nice and brown. There wasn't a column for the wheel, so I made one. It's a little bit long, So whoever sits there will be jammed up against that. Well, I'm not going to do it again. But that looks okay. So there we go. So the next little bit you're going to see in like a few moments, in fact, will be just it all put together relatively well. I'm going to leave this quite loose so that I can take it off and put it on, and then just on the turntable. So that's going to be right now.